Hey, how you doing, everybody? Since I've been spinning around the other way, boy, I'll tell you, the channel's going nuts. I must have gotten a whole new subscriber in the last month because of that. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, so what are we doing today? Today's going to be another drum lesson, a drum, not technique, but groove lesson, and we're going to be talking about reggae. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking about reggae. As a matter of fact, the week after this airs, are you supposed to say air on YouTube? I don't know. Anyway, after this one, I release it on YouTube, I will have an interview with Andy Basford. Just make sure you watch that. He's one of the top reggae guitar players in the world. He's played with everyone, including Sting. Sting. And by Sting, I mean Sting. The Sting. So, and that's just, he's actually a friend of mine. And I'm so, it's like, I don't think I deserve to have a friend like that. Honestly, don't. Anyway, let's just say hi to the new mascot, which I'm bringing in this is Walter Wannabe. He wants to be a very famous drummer, but he does not practice. So send your letters to him, let him know what he needs. Do you want to be good at reggae? He thinks he already is. See, so I don't know. You can't get through to him. He thinks he's great just the way it is, banging around. Anyway, reggae is a very interesting groove. It's very laid back. It's very cool. I really dig reggae music, and I like reggae drumming. There's a minimalist flavor to it, which is very cool, but it's not easy. It's not easy. You can play, two guys can play the same pattern of notes, and one's going to sound reggae and one will not. And it really has to do with approach and inflection, how you place the notes, what your approach is. So I want to go over some of that, and some of it is very abstract. So I'm hoping I can do a good job in the lesson of helping you see kind of what is reggae and what isn't reggae. And yeah, there are some things, some mechanical things that make a beat reggae or make a beat not reggae, but there are also some things that can fall into both a rock or a soul category and a reggae category. But again, if you don't play it with the right inflection, it's not going to have that reggae feel. So let's see what we can do.
So George, how do I beat this lie detector?
I'm sorry, Jerry, I can't help you.
Come on, you got the gift. You're the only one that can help me.
Jerry, I can't. It's like saying to Pavarotti, teach me to sing like you.
All right, well, I gotta go take this test. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Jerry, just remember, it's not a lie if you believe it.
So let's see what we can do. And really, if you got a call today for a reggae groove, I gotta tell you the truth. Go get yourself some reggae and listen to it, listen to it, listen to it. Put the headphones on and play to it for 8 hours so you begin to immerse yourself with that feeling. Because some of these things that we're going to talk about today are difficult to merely say and have you understand it. I've been fortunate. I've played in a couple of reggae bands, and I have that understanding is within my being. And I know it sounds really esoteric, right? And I hate that kind of sound, but it's an internal thing. It's an internal thing. Anyway, let me try to see if I can get that across. I hope you have fun today watching this. Go get some Jimmy Cliff and some Bob Marley records and some Toots and the Maytal records, and you'll hear, most likely hear my buddy Andy Basford on those records. Pick up Sting and Shaggy's new album. You'll hear him on that as well. And let's head to the woodshedding room right now. Hey guys, hey boys and girls. Today we are talking about reggae music. I like reggae music. I like it. So there are a lot of subtleties in reggae music. A lot of stuff that I can't teach, you just really gotta go out and listen to it. You gotta listen to it. And so let's talk about the biomechanics of it. This is where you put your left hand and right hand. But unless you have some of the subtleties, and I'm gonna mention those, you can play what I'm doing today. It's not hard. Reggae music physically is not hard to play. But getting it right and making it sound authentic, not so easy. All right. There are two main reggae beats you hear the most probably. And there's a lot of variations of these two, but these are the ones you hear the most, and one would be the stepper. We'll get to that next. And of course, the one drop, the very famous one drop, right? So, a couple little things in reggae. They generally, this is for, like if you get the call and Friday you're playing with a reggae band, all right, these are things you gotta know. You're generally gonna play the cross stick as opposed to the snare. Why? The cross stick is emulating, I don't know if you've ever seen them, those two little round cylindrical wooden blocks, and they're hitting them together, and you're kind of playing it where if you were in Jamaica they would play it, and they're called claves. Claves, we're not talking about the clave 3-2 or 2-3 clave, which is a rhythm. We're talking about those wood blocks, and that's what you're emulating. Also, reggae music was about protest. They're protest songs. Yes, they're also about peace and love and all that kind of cool stuff, but a lot of the lyrics came from the protest ideas. So it was the rhythm section's job to create a cool groove, a danceable groove that the people liked, but that would be out of the way of the lyrics. You did not want to be in the way of the lyrics, okay? So, here's a regular old pop groove. That's standard run-of-the-mill pop groove, right? And that was around, I don't know, 75 beats a minute or something, I'm taking a guess. Or maybe 80. I'm not racing through it, right? Relax. But if I want to make this that a reggae groove, I'm going to take my bass drum and pull it off the one. Hence the word one drop. I'm going to de-emphasize one. I am not going to emphasize one. And there are two ways to count reggae, right? So let me play the groove first. Here we go. So now we got... So I'm now playing my cross stick and my bass drum together. Together. And when I mean together, I mean together. They gotta lock up, baby. They gotta lock up. No flamming on that kind of thing, right? We gotta lock that up. All right. Now you can count that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or you can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Both ways are pretty acceptable. I count them pretty much either way, depending on what I'm playing. I tend to count more the chord note way if I'm playing the stepper beat, and more the eighth note way if I'm playing the one drop beat, but really whatever the song is telling you to do is fine. Okay, but we're not stopping there, right? This would be acceptable, but kind of a lame reggae groove. Right? What we're going to do is now add the guitar rhythm in our hi-hat. The guitar is usually playing the ups. He's playing the ands or 2 and 4, depending how you're counting it. You know, chop, 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 chop. He's doing that kind of thing in reggae, right? So we're going to play that on the hi-hat. Now watch. Here's the easiest way to go about it. I'm just going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and... The same thing in my bass drum and cross stick. Watch. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when I play this, I actually like to leave out the hi-hat part with my cross stick off. Let me just show you. One, and two. So I'm not playing the hi-hat and the cross stick together. That is a little deliberate. It is a Charlie Watts Rolling Stones thing. You know, that's kind of cool. I like that about it. But what I feel is when I do this, that act, biomechanically, of lifting my hand up, not playing the 2 or the 3, depending how you're counting, with the cross stick, and taking that second pause and coming down, right, with the cross stick, if you were to put it on a grid, to me, it feels probably like I'm a nanosecond late on 2 and 4. Not intentionally, I'm not thinking about being late, I'm just naturally the way my body movements are, it makes that a little bit late. And yeah, that's reggae. Very relaxed. You want to play behind the beat. You want to play the back end of the beat. Especially right there, since you're not emphasizing one. It's not boom, ba, boom, yeah, t-ba-t, t-ba-t. You want that place that you're emphasizing to be laid back. And without getting into a lot of stereotype, yeah. You know, the Rasta thing, the marijuana, yes, Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica many times. Marijuana is a very popular thing. I like marijuana. I do edibles, you know, all that kind of thing. So it is definitely a laid-back feeling, and you want to create that a little bit without overthinking being laid back, right? But you definitely don't want to push. This is not a rock tune. So by doing that, I feel I lend myself to being laid back without forcing myself to be laid back, right? Very relaxed, you know. Yeah, you know, think a little bit, and please don't get mad at this, but then, you know, laying on the beach in Jamaica, getting high, listening to some reggae music, very relaxed. You know, it's not a... And at the same time, what's cool about this is they were singing songs that were usually about people coming together and fighting for their freedom, and yet the music is so relaxed. So it was a very cool way of getting their message across.
I'm just a love my chick, and I don't work for nobody but you. When my temperature rise, and then I go for her thighs, and then I say guacamole in my juice, guacamole in my juice. Hijo de la chingada! Is that a joint, man? That goddamn looks like a quarter pounder, man. Led Zeppelin.
Message across. Now, that's not where we stop. Let's continue with the one drop, and let me show you some variations and show you how reggae lends itself to swing. Okay, so one of the variations, and this would be a very straight variation with the hi-hat, right? You're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and is this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right now, my cross stick and my bass drum are going to do the same thing they were doing, and I would add it to that. Now, however, when you're playing reggae, depending on the music, you can swing that a bit. It's preferred that you swing that a bit, right? Right, but you're not swinging really heavy. This is not a Buddy Rich Big Band song. You're not swinging like Tony Williams, right? No. This is a very light swing. So let me show you. So here's very straight. Now the other one. Now, swinging it a little bit. Again, there's a little swing there. It's not, and it's not, it's, Let's do that against the metronome. And I got the set for the tempo that was on One Love, listening to Ziggy Marley. Alright, that's set for 79 beats a minute, but I got it clocking away at the 8th notes according to the metronome, right? Again, you can think of that 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1 and 2 and this even might be a little up for that song, but watch. So here we go. I'm going to start out very straight, and I'm going to ease it into swing and come back and take some fills, and you're going to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right straight. Swing. Alright, playing around with that, just having a lot of fun, right? And just trying to be free with the time a little bit, let it push and pull just a hair, but being very relaxed, right? And again, you would want to lock in with the guitar player and have it cook. Let's talk about those fills. Very deliberate, very deliberate. You're not going to do a lot of paradiddles, you know. Very deliberate fills, very rhythmical. Playing with the guitar player, playing with the bass player, very rhythmical, and not a lot of them. Not a lot of them. Maybe just to introduce the verse and the chorus, right? That's the way reggae is. Very laid back. All right, that's the one drop. The best way to learn that? Go out and get some reggae records. Go online, go to Amazon, listen, and play along with them. Really, if there's 2 fills in a reggae tune, that's a lot. All right, I'm gonna switch up my camera a little bit, come back, and we're gonna talk about the stepper. All right, now we're gonna talk about the stepper. So now I've changed my metronome to be 115 quarter notes, right? And I'm gonna put my bass drum with that, right? So now we got. And my snare is going to be on 3, or rather the cross stick. And this is probably slow for a stepper. Again, now let's put this up to 120. Stepper is a dance version of reggae, which, 120 would be the beat. So stepper also usually swings a little more. So watch. Now I'm going to shuffle this. You may not want to shuffle this that hard in a reggae tune, but you can. The song I'm thinking of is Master Blaster from Stevie Wonder. Definitely shuffles along. It's definitely a stepper reggae groove. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. There you go. All sorts of little ideas. Those my fills were very deliberate. They were too many and too long. Just having fun with it. But you're watching this. Now, let's get into a little stewy, he liked to do this kind of stuff. He liked to do another one, which is, for me, would be left, left, right, left. For you, if you're righty, it would be right, right, left, right. Watch. Again, I'm having fun with that hi-hat. Having fun with that hi-hat, right? Doing quarter note triplets against that bass drum, it sounds good, and yet it's still danceable, And if you were to play those beats, there's way more variations you can do. Listen to reggae, have at it. Matter of fact, when I know I'm going to be playing a lot of reggae on that particular night, I turn on the reggae station and I listen to reggae for a couple hours, and I get that feeling, because as you're playing relaxed, they're gonna dig it. They're gonna dig it. The one, there you have it. The one drop, the stepper. Enjoy reggae. Listen to it, because you know I don't think I'm very good at it, but and I can play the biomechanics, but those fills, you know, let yourself be immersed in the way that you're playing the toms, creating little melodies. Again, you don't have to worry about playing fast. You could have. Let's say your paradiddles aren't what they should be, but you can still do a great reggae gig and be very creative and be incredible. And if you've got that feeling right, you can do it better than I can. And I got good paradiddles going. So that's the thing about reggae. Anyway, I hope you get something out of this. I hope this helps you. Dig some reggae, relax. I don't know. I don't condone or condemn the use of marijuana. Or maybe I do. I'm not sure. All right. See you on the next one.